Welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. Hope you missed this trending day today. It was a little tricky day, like yesterday almost like this for Nifty particularly, and the Bank Nifty gave some super short covering day. But however, option pain is indicating some lower levels to come. It was like same like last week actually. So let us understand what happened in the market today. Hope you have seen the Ehler-Fisher transform indicator also yesterday and observed how it is working during the day. There are some doubts for some people. We will cover that also today in this video. So let's start the day with trading mantra. So trading mantra is every intraday F1O trade should have stop loss without fail, a call or put whatever. Every positional F1O trade should have a hedge. This is a must rule. Everybody should follow strictly. Maybe it's a process which may sometimes may hit the stop loss or may not hit the stop loss, but meticulously you have to follow this rule to avoid loss. For example, today if you shorted the call, assuming that market will come down, and putting a stop loss would have saved you actually. So this is how you have to do it. With this is one discipline you have to follow as a F1O trader, and you should know where is stop loss. And we will see today some practical trades also, like what in particular call for Nifty, how it could have helped you in stop loss. So let's go to the charts. Okay, let's go to the charts today directly. So start with the power of 2. So in the power of 2, what happened here? Let me just take the chart big. So in the Bank Nifty, these are levels. These are levels always I mark in my chart every day to have a control. This is a control chart I call, or whatever you can tell. Okay, just you also take note. Previous day low, previous day high, long breakout, short breakout, and midpoint, which is the average of yesterday, average of high and low of yesterday. This is very important. You just take note for Nifty and Bank Nifty both. So today we opened above the midpoint. I told you that 88%, 85% of time, 85% of time roughly, whenever we open above the midpoint, it will be a trending day on the upside. Whenever we open below the midpoint, which is yesterday's midpoint, whenever we open below the midpoint, 85% of time it will be trending on the downside. So this one rule remember. So that is one thing you have to remember, that would help you actually, this one rule. So today we opened above the midpoint, then we moved above the high actually. But what happened? Nifty was dragging actually and giving a mislead that the market may fall down. Okay, but Bank Nifty will follow because Bank Nifty was underperforming for some time. Now it is catching up, doing catching up rally. So we crossed previous day high, and then long breakout we tested several times. By the time Nifty had tested the previous midpoint, yesterday's midpoint also, and trying to go break downside. So both are giving the opposite direction. So that is the reason many of you would have been confused, and definitely today could have been not a great day actually. But never mind, we just follow some rules, whatever. We'll just, because as of that both are in the power of 2 is giving a buy signal only. We not got any sell signal, so we'll just be the bullish side only. Definitely there will be a lot of negatives around the market, but definitely no problem. But we will see, go by the rules. So here once we get the long breakout around 2 o'clock, the last 1.5 hours before that, this long breakout we got here almost 1 hour back, it was 2:15 something like that. We got the breakout in the Bank Nifty, powered by the Nifty also. After that we got the Nifty also breakout. So this is how the market happened today. And if you see Ehler-Fisher, okay, this is Ehler-Fisher transform indicator, which is work. I will show you how it worked in the options actually. Here what happened here, as I mentioned, the power of 2 is in the buy signal. So whenever the dip is there, you have to use for the buy on dips only. Okay, overall the market is in the buy mode. So we use every opportunity to buy the dips only. Here we got one bottom, we got another bottom here, another bottom. So many bottoms we are getting here, and everything is pointing to the bottom of this previous day high. So this is the first time morning open we got some support previous day high, then second previous day high. Nifty today opened at the open equal to high. That was one bearish indicator, it was there. So we thought normally when previous day opening equal to high, it is a bearish indication. So and even during that day it went to negative also. Bank Nifty went for 10 points negative also. So that was a trap actually. So most of them would have got into the trap, retail traders. Unless you put a stop loss, you could not have saved actually. So Ehler-Fisher, these are the dots. So some people are having doubts actually. This whenever it is -3, -4, +4, it will reverse. Nothing like that. The extent it can go sometimes even 4 also, 5 also, depends on how the momentum is increasing. Sometimes it goes like Nirmala Sitharaman candle day and all, it will be gone some like 7 8 also. Okay, so there is no limit actually, but it shows how the market is extending on the upside, how it is overbought. That's what it's showing actually. Relative it is showing. So compared to power of 2, this is what happened. And just note another day midpoint also. Yesterday we in case of Nifty, yesterday the midpoint, day for yesterday the midpoint was 11,423, and we went 31 points below and went up 72 points above the midpoint, trapped the day for yesterday same way. And yesterday also same thing. Yeah, today the market went 13 points below the midpoint and went up by 87 points on the upside. So this have happened in case of Nifty. In case of Bank Nifty, what happened? We got almost like a midpoint of 22,654 actually. Yesterday the midpoint is 22,654, and we went without testing the midpoint 259, almost 527 points above the midpoint. At the open sell we got a gap up, and today also we got above the midpoint, and there is no testing midpoint at all for Bank Nifty. So keep a trap on the midpoint of previous day also. Remember, 85% of time we open above the midpoint, it is a high chance that we will do trending day or stay above the midpoint only. We will not go below midpoint. So whenever something like that happens, then you can short 23,000 put very safely. There is less chance of being hit. Okay, then let us go to the next chart. So we will start with the Ichimoku cloud. So in case of Ichimoku cloud, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, there is no crossover, it is bullish. If you see here, Tenkan-sen above the round it is staying. We have to, this Tenkan-sen has to cross below Kijun-sen, which is around 11,220. Then only some variations can come. And Fisher, the default setting is 9 sometimes. You keep it 10 actually. Default setting is 10 actually. Okay, that you keep it. And here if you see every dip at the 0, it is getting bought into. Let it go below 0 and we can get some signal for selling. Okay, here official get a very clear signal. Till the blue line is crossing the red line, you should not be on the sell side. Just keep your side on the buy side only. And coming to the Bank Nifty has given a clear breakout actually. Technically, as we have been seeing for several days, the range of 2,000 points is broken now on the upside. Possibly that we should say 25,000 technically, but there could be trap also. There is nothing like assured assured movement or something. Anything can happen in the market. Anything can, because the market is large, participants are there, so it can be trapped anytime. So but we have to be with a stop loss always. If you are going long, protect yourself with a hedge and protect yourself, because continuously we've been seeing on the upside 5 days. We'll see in the ADX also what is the status. So Ichimoku cloud also is giving a buy signal. Fisher is also giving buy signal. Till we get 0, then only we should be on the sell side. We have long time to be on sell side. Bollinger Band, we crossed above the upper band actually, super bullish. But unless, whenever there is a crossover, whenever there is a candle forming above the Bollinger Band, it is a resistance area. There is high chance it will be coming down to the Bollinger Band. Upper Bollinger Band, it cannot sustain like this for a long time, but it is a super bullish. Whenever it is, if you see here, whenever it is going below the Bollinger Band, it is super bearish. Similarly, it's going a candle formation above the Bollinger Band is super bullish. And till the time, the what happens, many of them will tell you that the Bollinger Band above the candle, the upper band is bearish and it can come down. But for this, the rule is you have to, the low of this candle which are forming, then below that the price should stay, then only you can become bearish. The low is 23,112, so at least 23,000 we should see, then only we can see some bearishness for Bank Nifty, or weakness can come. And Arun also has given a buy signal. In case of Nifty, Arun has been in buy signal from since June actually. Arun up is 100 and Arun down is 2930 levels. So there is no weakness at all here also. But the option pain is what you have to see. 11,450 is option pain for Nifty, which we need to see whether we are going to test it or not. So option pain, okay, we'll see later also separately. We saw that the third setup we'll see Heikin Ashi candle and the triple super trend. So in case of Heikin Ashi triple super trend, Heikin Ashi in green, If you see only one red candle, then 4 green candles formation, indicating that bullishness for Nifty. And in case of ADX, strength is there, 36 levels is there, it is not coming down, it is the flat, actually it is flat. Once it starts moving up above this level of 45, 40 something, then it can go in a very big way on the upside. So shorts, if you have anything, hedge it and reduce your loss. Otherwise naked shorts is very risky in this market for Nifty particularly, because till the last bear is killed, the bulls will not sleep. So coming to the Bank Nifty also same thing. We saw day for yesterday the breakout came. The third super trend was not sell signal. Now we got the buy signal. Now the next day also formation of the Heikin green signal above the 3 super trends. The 3 super trends levels, the new people can take note: 7.3, 10.3, 11.2. These are the new the super trend parameters. So in case of if you see here Bank Nifty, the ADX 13.22 yesterday, today it has gone to 14.786. We will see the normal candle, it can be little different. So it is 11.42. So there is some slight up move is happening. So if you are having any shorts in Bank Nifty, you should come out very quickly or hedge it. Let us see one small way how you can reduce your loss in case you are holding some position short in Bank Nifty. Assume you are having some calls of say 23,000 call or 22,500 call, you are having short and you are struck. Now the option pain is indicating that what is option pain is indicating? Option open interest. So on intraday basis, how you can reduce your cut your losses, we will see. Now in case of Bank Nifty, many times many would have faced this issue actually. Let us see, 23,100 is the maximum pain. So there is less chance it will come down. It will come down, the spot should come down because option pain is not catching up. Expecting a gap down tomorrow, or we can go up on the upside slightly, 23,500 will test and then it can come down, because option pain is what you have to keep a track, it is not showing catch up. In case it is catching up and you have some problem in your option calls which shorted, now what you can do is you short the higher level 23,300, 23,400 short straddle. You take a short straddle at that level, and that one should reduce your loss to some extent, because buying call option will not help you, or selling put option will not help you. The only thing is you take a short straddle at a higher level, as and when the Nifty on expiry day particularly, Nifty moving up, Bank Nifty moving up to that level, the short straddle should become 0. So at least you can make some profit and also cut your losses in your short calls that you have, anything if you have, because that's the only way you can cut your losses and get out of the loss involving strategy. And in case of Nifty also, if you see the option pain is around 11,500. It was 11,450 in the before market close. Now it has gone to 11,500. So there is a high chance that even if you go to 11,550, 560 something, there is high chance we can catch up to 11,500. So tomorrow keep a tab on 11,500 call option. There could be a big winner tomorrow for Nifty. So this we saw actually third setup we saw. Now we will see in the 11,500 call what happened today also. So 11,500 call today, I told you this are setup, you have to keep it the VWAP, and then this Fisher transform, and then the volume profile. So what happened today, we could not go above the VWAP till almost 12:45. We went up and came down, then went up and came down to trap, because many of them are aware of the VWAP concept now. So now the algos has to kill those people who believe in VWAP and make them think that VWAP is something fake. So this is how the algos work, and the big traders also work. So what happened here? So this is how they have been made to not believe the VWAP's thing is a working thing. So several times they done given whipsaw, and then after that around 1:45, almost 1.5 hours before the market close, they given a breakout here. So 13 rupees it was, and here we got a buy signal. Here also we went below 0 and we got a trap here, and then we got a buy signal here around this level when VWAP also above this level started trading. And then from here on we started moving to make high of 75 levels. So tomorrow if we have chance that we go to around 80 levels something, then that from there is a high chance that you can make money by shorting 11,500 call, provided the option pain does not move at above 11,500 and stays there itself. There is a high chance actually, because option sellers will make a big money by selling 11,500 call tomorrow. And people who are bought expecting that the bank nifty will move to 11,600 levels tomorrow, there it can happen on tomorrow, day after tomorrow, but for tomorrow purpose expiry is very important. So for expiry, technicals and fundamentals will not work. Everything is working on the option preview meeting game. Okay, so this is how this happened for the nifty. So let us go through the key data points. So coming to the key data points, the PCR is showing a super bullish at 1.26 and 1.4 for bank nifty, and VIX has come down to 19, staying there only. And highest open interest for me, option pain showing 11,400 only. I don't know how, but there it is showing 11,500. Okay, but let us see. But here the highest call interest still 11,500. So need to check this once again. Please check this data, because maybe there is a problem also, because normally this should not show a problem. See, 2800 is the option pain for me. The option pain data looks to be something wrong. Let me just check once again. You also please check. Coming to the Lakshman Rekha is bullish from all perspective. There is no problem at all. 1,400 points we got in this expiry for bank nifty for Lakshman Rekha, and for nifty 343 points till now. And IV, coming to IV, the put IV is high because people expecting that the market could come down, and put there is a demand. But what happens, most of the times put buyers are being cheated. So here 2300 put IV is very high, and there is not much difference actually, just a 1 point only difference. And coming to the okay, this I need to update here, because today the 20-day moving average crossed over 50-day moving average also. It seems the data is not updated, sorry for that. And for bank nifty, the point bank the average midpoint is 23,273 actually, 23,273 for bank nifty, and for nifty it is 11,512. Okay, just take note of this. You do the calculation. For weekly there is no problem. For daily, this is the points. So coming to the levels for tomorrow, 23,612 is the long breakout. There is less chance for that actually, but we can test this also and then come down. And short breakout 23,216 is short breakout, and for nifty 11,605, and short breakout 11,495. So just please take note of these levels and plot in the chart how I mentioned, so that you don't get lost, because there are so many data which is need to be plotted and ensured to trade during the day. Sorry for that. So today, the learning time, we are going to see one option strategy which many of you would not have been heard actually. Many of you heard about short strangle, short straddle, butterfly, iron counter, everything, but this strategy is little different actually. It is not being discussed in many places. The strategy content may be seem to be very interesting, but very rarely discussed. So the option strategy name is called Jade Lizard strategy. So this strategy was designed by a team of traders at tastytrade.com. Tastytrade.com. So these people have designed this strategy called Jade Lizard strategy. See, in options you can design any strategy you want, define differently. You can do it. That is a beauty. But you need to have some structure for that. So in this strategy, what to be done? It is designed for times when you are neutral to bullish. So currently this is what happening in the nifty actually. So when you are neutral to bullish, you can use this strategy, Jade Lizard strategy. So how to construct the strategy? You have to sell the OTM put, one ATM put and OTM call, and make a short strangle actually. So here for selecting the OTM put, you have to select the support level, and OTM call you have to select the resistance level. This is the short strangle you have to construct. For example, if you want to construct some put OTM Jade Lizard strategy for current for position for nifty, 11,500 put can be shorted and 11,600 call can be shorted, and then buying OTM call above the shorted call. So whatever you shorted call here, and above that you have to buy a call option to hedge your shorted call positions. Since we are thinking that this is a neutral to bullish strategy, we are not expecting bearish view in this slightly also. So 11,650 call can be bought or 11,700 call can be bought. You have to see what is the strategy, how we will construct one strategy and see also the payoff chart. So in the under another case, you have to buy a deep OTM put option. Well, for example, 11,200 put can be bought something like which is around 5 rupees, 10 rupees, whatever is there. So that what happens for calculation of margin purpose, the margin requirement will be very less, because original strategy does not involve buying a put option. Actually, the JLS strategy involves only buying, selling the strangle and then buying a OTM call option. But as a exception, we'll just add some deep out of the money put option to get a reduced margin actually. So let us construct one strategy and see how is the outcome coming to. Options, let us go to strategy builder, Nifty. Now we will construct for the next week expiry. Next week expiry, expecting that a neutral to bullish strategy. So 11,500 put we will sell, assuming that support is there. 3rd September we are selling one lot, and then we are selling 11,600 call will be a next support resistance. 11,600 call we will sell 93 rupees. We are selling one lot. Okay, now the total premium that we are getting is almost 175 or something like that. Okay, now we are buying one call option around 11,700 we can buy. We will buy 11,700 call option as a hedge. So 11,700 call will buy at one lot, or 11,750 call also we can buy, because otherwise it's very costly. Where now market is on the up move, no? So add position, we will buy one lot 11,750 call. Now staying in between this range here, after this here, whatever the price we go, wherever we go, maximum loss is 500 rupees only. And here below this, the loss is coming to almost 1,000 rupees, what 5,000 will go down below the level of 11,243 and all. Since we are not expecting any bearish setup, now we are using this strategy. Now how to adjust? Now for example, now the market is keep moving. Now what you have to do is, your call is there to protect this call. Now 11,500 put you shorted. Now what you can do is keep the stop loss intraday, you keep a stop loss and short 11,550 put. Whatever the short you put you are shorting does not exceed the strike price, does not exceed the option pain. Now the option pain is 11,500, so you should not short anything more than the 11,550, 11,600 put you should not short. So that is the rule you have to remember. 11,500 put you shorted. If the market goes up also, don't worry. If the option pain moves to 11,550, short 11,550 put. Then if assume the market option pain moves to 11,600, then short 11,600 put. You keep booking the profits here for all the puts and stay here, and your cost will be coming down slowly. JLS strategy is a very good strategy. Here you will not adjust your call positions, you can just hold as it is, because the break even is above here. Even it goes to 11,900 also, you are not in loss in this strategy, but you are going to make money by selling put ops. Sometimes what the market is keep on going, assume that you don't need to adjust the original these two strikes and keep selling the puts actually. As and when the put moves, the wherever the option pain is there, that strike price you short the put. You keep shorting the put, over a period of time it can come to short straddle. What happens that you convert this JLS into a short straddle, and you can modify. Okay, there is no rule that you have to strictly follow this strategy. Now as and when the option pain moves, you keep shorting that put actually, and over a period it can become this short straddle and then become short guts. Okay, and nothing to worry in this strategy, because you are going to keep booking the puts. What happens here, the for shorting the puts, normally you are afraid of shorting the puts, but here the market is giving a tendency that 11,350, that's the level below that only you're going to make a loss in put. For intraday, if you're taking a position, ensure that you have a stop loss for puts. You can take double lots also. Say market is super bullish and staying above the midpoint, then you short 2 lots of 11,500 put also. Keep this as original strategy and hold on, and keep shorting the puts as this is the base. Okay, so sometimes it is difficult to make it theoretical. You have to make a modification to the theory and use it in your favor to make money from the options market. Okay, hope this is clear. Maybe just you need to go through this JLS strategy sometime. Very simple strategy only, where you have a short triangle and protect the call by one OTM call option buying. Maybe like if you see here, if you want to buy some deep in the money, 11,000 put, assume that for protecting 11,000 put you buy, which is almost how much is coming to 10 rupees. You buy one option which is protecting your margin. Okay, if you see just margin, let us see the margin. 69,000 is the margin now. Now let us remove this. If you remove this, the margin is 1,15,000. By just adding one lot 10 rupees, 75 rupees, 70 rupees is the margin you are going to lose. 75 rupees you are not 70 rupees, 755, 75, 750 into 10. 70 rupees is the loss you are going to see in case we don't test that levels, but your margin is going to come down by 1 lakh rupees. Okay, that's a trick actually in this JDC strategy. This is a cushion also, in case sudden crash comes also you are getting protected. Okay, so try this strategy and get convinced, but just understand the strategy more clearly before entering the strategy. Don't jump and enter a strategy whenever you see somewhere. Okay, thank you so much. Please subscribe, like the channel. I will come out with something interesting videos every day. Thank you.